High in the Himalayas, 3 miles above the sea, there is a small lake that stays frozen most of the year. No village, no road. To reach it, you climb for days until the air is so thin it hurts to breathe. And when you crest the last ridge and look down at the water, you see them. Bones, hundreds of them. Skulls, rib cages, whole skeletons scattered across the ice. So clear you could count them. Some still have hair. Some still have skin. For 80 years, people have asked the same question. Who were they? How did hundreds of human beings die at the top of the world, in a place almost no one can even reach? For a while, we thought we had the answer. And then scientists tested the DNA inside those bones. And what came back made the mystery far stranger than anyone was ready for. The year is 1942. A forest ranger, patrolling a remote corner of the Indian Himalayas, climbs to a glacial lake called Roopkund, more than 16,000 feet up. And he finds it full of the dead. His first thought is soldiers. But these bones aren't fresh. They're old, centuries old. And over the years that follow, the place earns a name that sticks: Skeleton Lake. When the ice melts back each summer, the remains of more than 300 people emerge, exactly where they fell. The brutal cold has kept what should have rotted away long ago. The people in the valleys below already had an answer, passed down in an old song. It tells of a king who marched into these sacred mountains with dancers and musicians and noise, and angered the goddess who rules them. She struck the sky, and out of clear weather came a storm. Not rain, hail. Stones as hard as iron, falling on people with nowhere to hide. For a long time, that was just a legend. Then science took a closer look, and the legend started to look like a memory. Many of the skulls carried the same wound, a crack in the top of the head, not the side, the top, as if each person had been struck from directly above by something round and fast. The picture came together. Around the 9th century, a group of travelers crossed this high pass, and a freak hailstorm caught them in the open and killed them all. Case closed. For years, that was the accepted answer. It was wrong. In 2019, scientists read the DNA locked inside 38 of the skeletons. They expected one group, one origin, one moment in time. That is not what came back. The dead of Skeleton Lake were not one group. They were 3. The largest group traced to South Asia, the pilgrims of the legend, who died around the year 800. But the second group broke everything. 14 people whose closest genetic match on the entire planet was not India, but the Eastern Mediterranean, mainland Greece, the island of Crete. And it gets stranger, because the obvious thought is that they all traveled together. The dating killed that idea. The South Asian group died around 800. The Mediterranean group died around 1800, 1,000 years later. Whatever happened at Roopkund didn't happen once. It happened at least twice, 10 centuries apart, and the hailstorm can't save the story anymore. It cannot explain why, 1,000 years on, a dozen people from the shores of Greece were dying beside the same frozen water. Try to explain it, and every path hits a wall. They weren't local pilgrims. There are no records, no account in any language of a Mediterranean group vanishing in the Indian Himalayas around 1800. And yet the bones don't lie. They were there. They died there. We aimed our very best tools at this lake. We read the code inside 1,000-year-old bones. And instead of an answer, it handed us a bigger question than the one we started with. Their names are gone. Their reason is gone. All that's left is what the cold kept, resting in the ice, exactly where they fell. And every summer, when the snow pulls back, Skeleton Lake shows them to us again, as if it's still waiting for someone, at last, to explain them. The past whispers, and here, at the top of the world, the strange still hasn't answered.